Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers Missing Link C-04 Kulifu, or Cliffjumper. You can see him there in front of his box. You can put him off the side real quick, and yep. Seeing the box again, Takara Tomy and 40th anniversary in Transformers, and hey look, a nice bit of G1-ish artwork with the picture of the alt mode there in C-04 and Cybertron Kulifu, and yeah, all the stuff you expect. Cause yeah, it's a box, not a bubble pack or whatever it's called. Not carded because they didn't card them in Japan. Yeah, we also the Transformers logo up there and Autobot thing. And hey, look, there's the G1 kind of transformation guide there. And there, look, there's some pictures of the figure on this side, and there's some pictures on this side too. On the bottom, you have some specifications, what's included, and hey, some warnings and all that stuff. And on the back, of course, you have the G1 little product artwork there, and hey, a little bit of a bio there, and the tech specs, which are all scrambled, and yep, some stuff down here too. I think it's probably ages 15 up. Yeah, 15 side. Yeah, that's 15, ages 15 and up. So and whatnot. So not for children. Well, I'm guessing there's a blank space here that will have the Volkswagen sticker on the Bumblebee. I suspect that might have been for a Porsche if they were going to license it, but they didn't license this one. And again, like before, styrofoam tray. So if that's important to you, it's in the styrofoam tray. So there's that. And of course, included with the figure is all instructions, which are pretty straightforward because, you know, it's a mini bot, so not a whole lot, you know, there to really figure out. It's one page and it's not too difficult to figure it out. Not surprising. Also, you have a little card with a little hole punched in there. It says Cliff right there, and you know, Cybertron, and yeah, all that stuff. And then on the back, you have some you know, kind of the blueprint style picture, and again the bio and whatnot right there. And of course you have some stickers, which yep, are very shiny. They're optional, and these are just these stickers right here. 1 and 3 are particularly for emulating the old box art and current box art, I guess. So there you go. So Cliff, or Cliffjumper. He is red, as Cliffjumper tends to be. See there, he's got an actual face, you know, right there. Little horns too. And as you can see, also, unfortunately, this likes to pop itself forward, the face does. But yeah, nice little silver face there, kind of looks grumpy. You got the little spoiler there on its chest and everything, the Autobot symbol again, rotundeness of the chest. The black arms with the little wheels embedded in them and everything, the black legs and the red feet, hood feet. And the back, you pretty much just have, you know, just pins and screws and all that stuff. And hey, look, nice little bit of detailing on the back of the head, which is for the car, but yeah. Pretty straightforward. This is how you actually, yeah, if you want to do G1, yeah, if you want to make him look very G1, this is what you do, because this is kind of more or less what they look like in G1. Just kind of like this. But of course, this is not a G1 figure. This is a Missing Link figure. It just looks like a G1 figure. So he's got articulation. And nice, again, very similar to Bumblebee in this regard. You know, so you got a swivel left and right on the head. It can go forward and back, but also mine, again, it likes to pop itself forward very easily. If I see, just give it a little push, and yeah, pops itself forward pretty easily. Shoulders, they're, you know, down low like this by default, but you can also raise them up like that if you want. You can also rotate them. There's a bit of a kind of clicks all around, so we've got full 360 there. You do have outward that far. You do have a swivel right here. You have also a butterfly joint right there. You have the elbow bend right there, 90 degrees. There is no waist swivel because of how it works. Spin legs here. Of course, the hips there, you got forward that far, you got back pretty much only that far, you got outward that far. You do have a swivel right here at the thigh. The knee is right here and it bends like that, 90 degrees. And there's ankle tilts as well, quite a bit of ankle tilt. And also because of transformation, you do have a bit of forward and back on the foot itself. So there you go, that's articulation. Again, pretty good, you know, and very impressive for, again, something this size. It's, you know, based on, again, this size, based on a G1 toy that was never intended to, you know, have this degree of articulation. Jamming it in and doing this well is impressive. Interestingly enough, this one, this arm right here can actually sit a little more level, I guess, parallel to the body, versus this one has to kind of sit out if I extend them out a bit. It's interesting. I'm not sure well you can see it, but yeah, this one refuses to go down further than that. This one has a little bit more. You can go down a little bit further, which is, I find, odd. I'm looking at it. Something in the back here, you can see this. This can go into the bracket further, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. a little bit though, but yeah. So that's an interesting little thing. Yeah, of course he comes with a couple accessories, a couple of them. He has a pistol, which, you know, right there, done in chrome, which again can just peg into his hand, no problem. And he's got, yep, the bazooka from the first episode. He's got the bazooka he tried to shoot at, you know, shoot with and utterly failed at. Yeah, also done in chrome, and that will also peg in his hand, no problem, like so. Yeah, so there's all of that stuff. Yeah, really not a whole lot of there's pretty much nothing else accessory-wise. One thing I forgot to mention with Bumblebee, you know, there's a hole back here, which the gun can peg into. This gun can peg into this hole right there, and I believe we can also double checking this, but no, that's a different size peg. Yeah, the gun can peg in that hole right there if you want. I guess one way to store it. The bazooka, it can store back. You can store back here too, but you know it's going to be kind of obvious. But yes, you can store that back here too, like that. Now you can have it in his back if you want. So there you go. That's pretty much the robot mode. Very nice. It's a Cliffjumper. There you go. That's a thing. So some comparisons. Again, I do not have a G1 Cliffjumper. I've never actually had any G1 style Cliffjumper. So bear with me on that. So, but I do have a couple G1 things. I guess one other G1 mini bot, which is Brawn. Gives you an idea there. Is that? Here's my G2 Beachcomber with collapsing legs. So he's a little shorter than he's supposed to be. Yeah. Yeah. So there's that. There. And of course, yeah, here's the missing link Bumblebee. Yep. Is that right there? Hey, look, they look very similar. Weird. It's almost like, you know, that because of that, they're destined to be, you know, repaints of each other for the next 40 years. And of course, here's missing link Optimus or Convoy. Oops, and he knocked over Cliffjumper. Right there. Quite the size difference, not surprising. That. And here's a modern day Earthrise Cliffjumper, just to give you an idea there. Both of them bazookas, but not both of them pistols. So there you go. So that's the entirety of the robot mode. So we'll go ahead and get him transformed to alt mode, which is pretty straightforward. First, you gotta take this bazooka and unpeg that, and take the pistol here, unpeg it from his hand. This can also store away right there in his foot, just like Bumblebee. There's a peg hole right there. There's a peg on the side of the gun. You just peg it in like this. There you go. And you then will take the legs and tab them together. That. Then you of course rotate the feet down. They're much easier than Bumblebee, and then you slide them back like this and all the way like so. We'll talk about that a little bit. And then of course take the arms here and rotate the at the elbow like this, and then collapse them in. And here at the back there is a peg which the hand will go over like so. And same thing, rotate the L arm at the elbow and then collapse this in like so. And peg that over, and then of course take the head here and fold that up, and there you go. Mostly done, except yeah, you see this big old gap here. This seems to happen with the Cliffjumpers, which is you have to kind of finagle the feet a little bit to get it all to line up properly. And then yeah, it's like basically you have to squeeze it together and kind of push it kind of back and up at the same time. That makes sense. You have to basically squeeze it together, then push it back and up at the same time, and then it'll kind of hold a lot better. So just be aware of that. So but any which way, that's Cliffjumper in his vehicle mode. Cliffjumpers alt mode, which yep, it is a very super deformed chibified was it Porsche 924? Yeah. And then you got the black windows, you got the Autobot symbol still up there, you got this little spoiler, there's a wheel, with this chromed, chromed rims and everything. You got some detailing right here at the front. Back here again, they got the kind of somewhat tail lights, and you got all this stuff right here. At the bottom, hey look, well this is already warm enough that yeah, you can see the rub sign right there. It's already warm enough, and they got real rubber tires, so yep, he rolls very well. Very, very well. So he's a pretty straightforward little dude. Not really much else to say about it. Yeah, not officially licensed Porsche, but yeah, we all know what it is. There is nowhere to put this, by the way. There's nowhere to store this or anything. That doesn't. I guess you could do that, but that's a kind of that's almost desperation. You can kind of almost balance it on top there. course, it doesn't take much for you to do that. Because, yeah, this technically can peg in down here, but it's not going to be particularly helpful because, you know, now what? So, yeah, there's really nowhere to put this, unfortunately, in vehicle mode. So, yeah, that's vehicle mode. Pretty straightforward, pretty nice, rolls well, looks good. It's very G1 mini-bot, warts and all. Yeah, again, to compare the comparison. So, yeah, here's the G1 Brawn. Again, this is the keychain version. That G2 Beachcomber. So here's Missing Link, Bumblebee, Bumble, whatever, right there. Again, you can see why these two were so basically wanted being repaints of each other for so long, because they're very similar. Missing Link Convoy right here, who is way larger than him in general. Way larger. And again, yes, just like with Bumblebee. What the heck's going on right there? It's jostled around enough. You can fit in there, no problem. Even with Roller in there. Kind of. Roller is being stubborn. Yeah, you can fit in there. There you go. Not surprising, I mean, small enough. And here he is with the modern day Earthrise Cliffjumper. Give an idea on that one. There you go. So, overall, Missing Link Cliffjumper. Again, much like Bumblebee, really good. Again, very pocket sized, very easy to transform, but again, impressively articulated for his size and whatnot and design. Yeah, just if you like Cliffjumper, pick him up. If you really enjoy this Missing Link stuff, pick him up. If G1 stuff doesn't really appeal to you, then this is not going to appeal to you either. That's simple. Again, just like Bumblebee, he's about $35, $40 from Japan, closer to $50 if you buy him domestically. So, you know, plan accordingly, and there you go. He's just a fun little toy, and he's pocket sized, and there it's fun. It's very similar to Bumblebee in that regard. It's just red and yellow. Now I'm wondering if they're ever going to release like variants, like, you know, a yellow Cliffjumper to red Bumblebee and whatnot. So, you know, just like they did back in the day. So who knows? But that'd be pretty cool. But I'm not holding my breath. I guess yellow Cliffjumper would just be hubcap, kind of. Anyway. Pretty straightforward. He's good. If you like Missing Link, you'll like this guy. Buy him if that's the case. So that's it for this review. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social media. It's down in the description and at the end of the video. Check out my Ko-fi and my Patreon. And I shall see you next time with another video review.